She raised her glass before mine. Her laugh, sharp, practice sliced through. The hum of polished voices. Everyone, she declared. This is my ex-husband. No degree, no drive. Just lives off my money. The room broke open. Polite snickers swelling into open laughter. That cut like glass beneath my skin. Even her parents joined, their smiles tightening before they surrendered. To her smirk. I didn't flinch. Didn't look at her. Didn't blink. I lifted my glass, let the champagne's cold sting kiss my tongue, and said softly, "Cheers. This will be the last time you ever see me." The noise stopped. Faces stiffened, unsure if I was joking. Some looked to her for another cue to laugh. But she couldn't, because she'd seen it. That flicker in my eyes. The quiet shift that told her something irreversible had begun. The chandelier caught the rim of my glass. As I placed it down, deliberate, unhurried. Then I turned, walked through the open doors, and let the night swallow the echo of her laughter. They thought I'd been shamed. I hadn't. That moment was the start of silence, hers and mine. It began 2 months earlier. An unlocked phone. A photo trimmed just enough to look harmless. But the details betrayed her. The corner of a hotel mirror. A man's wristwatch I'd never owned. A reflection that didn't belong. I asked nothing. She said it was work, meetings, clients, late dinners. The same polished lies dressed in ambition. When she came home, she'd brush my shoulder absently, smile without warmth, fall asleep mid-sentence. I told myself she was tired. But the silence between us wasn't weary. It was guilty. Her perfume changed. Her phone stayed face down. Her laughter turned hollow. And I felt it, the slow corrosion of truth. She'd already left me long before. She decided to humiliate me. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Truth doesn't chase, it assembles. So I began building it, quietly. A receipt from another city. Hotel bookings that didn't match her trips. A deleted message resurrected from the cloud. Each night, under the dim glow of the desk lamp, I listened to her faint laughter from another room, while stitching together the story she thought was buried. I even sent off a DNA test not from doubt, but from certainty. Certainty doesn't scream. It whispers. I became a shadow in my own house. Measured, invisible, calm. When she asked if I was fine, I smiled. When she bragged about her career, I nodded. Her pride grew. Guilt, when ignored, hardens into contempt. She mistook my quiet for defeat. But silence, I learned, cuts deeper than fury. When her promotion came, I already knew the script: celebration first, then humiliation. It was who she was. I let it play out. Every act deserves an ending worthy of its theater. 3 days before the party, truth arrived wrapped in a white envelope. A private investigator's report. Photos, statements, transfers, and dates. Her boss, Daniel Reeves, married, older. Predictable. 3 cities. Same hotels. I read the report twice. Once as a husband, then as an architect of endings. By the second read, I felt nothing. Only calm shaped like accuracy. That night, she came home late again. I waited at the kitchen table. The report folded cleanly before me. Long day? I asked. She nodded, pressed a distracted kiss to my cheek. Exhausting, she murmured. I slid the envelope toward her. She frowned, opened it. Her breath stuttered. Color drained. Then came the excuses, soft, trembling, scripted. I stayed silent. When she finally whispered, "Where did you get this?" I met her gaze and said evenly, "You gave it to me." Because she had. Every lie, every night away, every sidelong glance that never reached my eyes. She'd offer me the pieces. I only assembled the truth. She cried. I watched, not from spite, but from understanding. She wasn't sorry for the betrayal. She was sorry she'd been exposed. By someone who refused to crumble. At her promotion gala, she gleamed in red, radiant, polished, hollow. I lingered in the background, unseen. When she introduced me as her ex-husband, it was meant to draw laughter. A final flourish to her new persona. The crowd delivered. That was her performance. So, I gave her mine. Cheers, I said quietly. This will be the last time any of you see me. They didn't understand. But she did. Her smile faltered. Because she knew I'd already spoken to Daniel's wife. That the files, the photos, the transfers were already moving through company inboxes. She didn't know when. She only felt the ground begin to crack. That's why her laughter broke first. I left her standing beneath golden light, admiration still glowing around her.
For now.
By dawn, it would rot into pity. I drove until the skyline vanished behind me. The silence finally matched the one I'd carried for months. By morning, 12 missed calls. By noon, none. By dusk, she was suspended. He filed for divorce. The empire she'd built on deception collapsed without sound. I didn't smile, didn't gloat. I just exhaled. Revenge doesn't always demand fire. Sometimes it's the quiet precision of truth, doing its own work. As the sun bled out across an empty lot, I watched the horizon still, clean. I thought of her face, caught between mockery and realization, and whispered to the wind, "Cheers." Then I drove away and never looked back.